we are sorry, Mama.
Joey, thank you for joining us.
What's up, guys?
Excited to have you.
Yeah, it's very good. It's a beautiful day in Indianapolis. I like the setup here. This is really cool.
Yeah, the creative man of the films is on their shit. Like, they got it together.
So you working on anything exciting for him?
Yeah, I mean, every day we just kind of like trying to come up with something that's funny, and we had been with these guys, which was a lot of fun. Get to work with him again. So we do that once a week. Kind of similar to this, where she is way cooler than ours, a little bit. So that, and get us to be the dad.
Yeah, and so how old are you exactly? You're still in your 20s?
Barely hanging on. 29.
Oh,
I'll
you're
be,
only
30 in
29.
August.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. It's cool. Like, it's weird for me because my parents were very young. And so I vividly remember when my dad turned 30.
Yeah,
I was like 8 when my dad turned 30.
yeah.
And I remember that being like, my dad is 30?
Wow, so old.
And now I'm here.
Yeah.
So
My.
that's the only thing that is like weird to me. Other than that, I enjoyed my 20s and I'm excited for 30s.
Yeah. Good.
Krista and I were both very, very young when we had our kids.
Yeah.
So we both have 9-year-olds.
Yep.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Little girl?
Yep.
Little
And
boy?
I have a girl and a boy, actually. I have 2 kids.
What are their names? If you don't mind.
Jocelyn and Trey. So I have a 9 and a 6-year-old.
Jocelyn. That's very pretty.
Thank
I
you.
like that. That's cool.
Thank you. So you guys filmed your wife's birth.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't have this set up. It wasn't like Spielberg or Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just prop the iPhone up.
Yep.
How
Propped
many
it up.
times have you gone back and rewatched?
I've not. She has.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
definitely a motherly thing. You want to
Sure.
go back and see. Yeah.
Mhm.
One
And-
timer for you.
I'm definitely glad that we have it. 100%.
You're going to let Frankie watch it?
Probably not. Wait for freshman year health class to maybe scar him in that way.
Perfect.
But yeah, we did, and she'll I don't know. It's always when she's kind of feeling extra emotional or
Yes.
something. Yeah, she'll be like, I just watched the birth, and I'm like, oh, that's good.
Hon-
I won't. But
Honestly, props to her. I'm the same way. They asked me, do you want the mirror down? Hell no, I don't want it. I thought I was going to traumatize, which I was
Yeah.
young. I was 20 years old when I had my daughter. So I was like, no, thank you. No, thank you. I
Mhm.
don't, which I only pushed for 20 minutes. My labor, my pregnancy, it
Yeah.
was easy as pie.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to see it. So props to her.
I had the
Because-
mirror.
she
Yeah.
had the mirror, and she wanted it recorded for our for documentaries, so it was good.
Just you in the room?
Yep.
Nice.
Aw.
Yeah.
Just me, and she was amazing. She, like you said, she was right along that line. I can't remember if it was like 15 or 20 minutes, but in and out.
Yeah.
She did. I can't believe it still. I can because of, who she is as my wife, but
Aw.
unreal.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Honestly, but both of you guys.
How long did you push?
No.
I pushed for an hour minimum with my first kid. My second kid,
Flew right out.
He just walked out. Yeah.
As Trey would.
Yes.
As Trey would.
Yeah, actually.
Well, that's what's wild is that the nurses who were on staff the day that Frankie was born, because Riley, my wife's, it was a long labor process, right? But then when it was time to go, and so she was like maybe 15 minutes, and then some of the nurses came in. They were like, "Wow, we just got somebody who was pushing for like 3.5 hours."
I'm surprised they let that person push that
I'm
long.
telling you.
I don't know what happened, but it was just like, whoa, like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
longest 15 minutes of my life
Mm-hmm.
in a good way.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, okay, way to go, Rye.
At that point, I'm like, take me to a C-section, bitch. If I'm pushing for an hour, you better put me in an operation room. Put me
Yeah.
out. Put me under.
Well, I got the drugs. Did she do natural or did she get an epidural?
No, she got an epidural.
Yeah.
I did too. And but so they told me that I needed to refocus my thinking because I was pushing in my head. They're like, you're gonna pop a blood vessel in your
They're
eye.
like, we need you to shit your pants, bitch.
That's
you need to push
They
down
actually
lower.
told me that. They
Yeah.
said, think about when you
Wow.
shit.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's just
Interesting.
different because you can't feel down there.
You can't. You really can't.
Good
The
point.
whole time, matter of fact, the whole time I was pushing, I was like, I asked multiple times for the 15, 20 minutes I pushed, am I pooping?
Yeah.
Because
I
my
thought-
last meal before I delivered was fucking Mexican food.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it was what I was craving. You know, you
Mhm.
got to go with the cravings.
Okay, so that was planned. It wasn't like you were having, Thursday night.
No, I
margs
was
in
in,
Mexico
I
and
was
ready to go.
induced. I was induced
Okay.
because, like the
Wow.
famous
So
story.
you actually did know. And you still chose
It's-
Mexican.
Interesting.
Noli wanted Mexican.
We're gonna roll with that.
Hey, Noli, she still liked, hey, chips and queso. She could eat it every day for the rest of her life.
Who couldn't? Just give me a straw. I don't even
Yeah.
need the chips.
Right.
It's
So
true.
I know you're a Catholic boy. My daughter goes to a Catholic school. Do you plan on sending Frankie to a Catholic school?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, you didn't have enough like trauma in your
No.
Catholic school journey to
No.
say, hell no, not doing it.
No, I loved my Catholic school experience. All my best friends still to this day are guys that I went to Catholic school with.
Good. I'm glad
Yeah.
because, I've heard horror stories. I didn't go to Catholic school, so
Yeah.
I hear the both sides.
I definitely have heard both sides, but I mean that's gonna be true no matter where you go to school.
You're right.
You go to it doesn't matter if it's public, private, Catholic, non-denominated, whatever. Like, unfortunately, there's just going to be people who have bad experiences.
Yeah.
and,
Which is like the little boy who my daughter put a kick me sign on 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, what'd she get in trouble for? Mississippi titty?
Yeah, her teacher said that she said something else, which I know. The note that got sent home, it said that my daughter said "suck my boobs." First of all, my daughter
That
would
seems extremely
she would
Catholic.
she would never use boobs. My daughter doesn't say boobs. If she's gonna say that, she's gonna say titty.
nice.
100%.
You are raising her right.
I'm just saying. And
I'm
she's-
not personally comfortable with titty.
Why?
You don't
What's
like the word
holdup?
titty?
I
Like Liddy, like a titty?
I think probably just my grandmother back in the day. She, my grandpa, he would kind of drop that all the time, and she was always like, "Joe, no, well, not that one, and
Not
it's
titty.
like, not that.
Okay.
So I don't know. But then I'm like, what do I call it? Breasts? What am I? 90?
Honkers,
Boob.
That is like a romantic.
sandbags,
Me-
fun bags.
Fun bags is me and Ben were actually joking about that. Like, the dudes who call them like freaking cans,
Yeah.
knockers.
That's a generational thing.
yeah,
I swear to God, that's a generational thing.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
more men in their 50s, they're like, look at the knockers on that one, or
Oh,
look at
yeah.
those
Mhm.
cans or those jugs.
Yeah,
Jugs.
The jugs.
jugs
Yeah,
is a good one.
That's true.
Titties for sure. All the way
Titty.
for me.
I'm a titty girl.
I think I'm just booby. Like, I don't know. Like
Boopy.
me and Rye. It's just like booby looby.
Oh,
Nice.
little
Did she
booby,
breastfeed?
little looby.
Is she still breastfeeding?
Yeah. Mhm.
Good for her.
That is so amazing. And do you feel like that? Do you like her breast more now that she's been?
He probably liked them more when they were like plumb full.
Well, she's still nursing.
yeah.
They're still full.
I love everything about my wife. I
Good
just
answer,
I just
Joey.
appreciate her efforts and the fact that.
And now we'd like to introduce our special guest.
the fact that our son basically just uses her as a human binky for
Yeah.
Dude,
every
that-
2 hours of the day. So it's a tough grind.
Nothing beats that
For her.
that nipple pain in the beginning. I'm sure she got through. I'm sure they're good to go. But that's a hard.
So how
that's
does
hard
that work? Is she pumping too? Like you're getting up in the middle of the night. So when you get up in the middle of the night,
Yeah, but I'm not. No, I'm not.
It's a
feeding
meet
him
the
in middle of
parents. It's a meet the parents
I'm,
type. He puts the boob on.
night.
He puts the fucking boob on.
can
Rubber
we?
booby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that's something that you introduce into your parenting life.
I do love that film.
Yeah.
It's a great one.
It is. I just get up and just kind of rock him, or
Until she gets ready and out of bed.
no, like in the middle of the night, she'll, I'll try to get up and rock him and walk with him and get him back down to sleep so she can sleep. And if I can do that, then it's like, okay, he's not like hungry.
Yeah.
He don't want food, but if I change his diaper, if I rock him, if I walk with him and then he's still just not having it, it's like she's like, bring
The
him
double
here.
tap. Yo,
Bring him
nice. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, does your wife ever get annoyed with all of the impressions that you do?
I'm sure throughout the daily grind of it, she does, because there's a lot of times where I'm either sitting at a table and recording like 4 or 5 different bits that are different characters that I have to mash up into one, and she's really become immune to it. So she'll be in the other room right there, just on her phone or watching YouTube or whatever, hanging with Frank, and I'll be doing that. So it's a funny dynamic, but really what she gets most annoyed with is the fact that like, if I do a bit that has like 4 or 5 different characters, I obviously have to have different wardrobes.
Right.
So she gets pissed, and rightfully so, that I, will leave my shit.
Yeah.
And, there'll be a hat, there'll be a jacket, there'll be a scarf, and it's just like randomly on the dining room table. And she's like, what are we doing? And I'm
Right.
like, all right, I know. I'm sorry I had to edit it. So that's what she gets more annoyed with than anything, really. But I mean,
I didn't even actually think of laundry.
I
in the
didn't
mix
either.
Of that.
right. It's a lot of people wouldn't, they'd be like, wow, he's screaming or he's doing these voices. Like, that's got to be annoying. But really, she does. I mean, she's used to hearing me talk. It's just the fact that there's just a mess that goes behind with
Right,
it that when
yeah.
I'm doing, like I said, like, and it's honestly the most annoying part for me too, because like, I just want to get in front of the camera, do it, rip it, and then go edit it and put it out there. But I'm like, I gotta have, this person has to wear this person has to wear this.
Right.
This would be like a funny little touch if this person wears this, that kind of thing. And so that takes the most of it. But I mean, she's,
A good sport.
she loved me and supported me and believed in me when I was just a radio grunt coming out of college that nobody gave a shit about.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Do you feel like where do you feel like it really took off as far as your impressions? Was it the Nick Saban Thanksgiving or?
Yeah, that was the first one that like kind of broke me through the cracks, if you will. Like just because forever, in college, coming out of college, I just felt like I was just banging my head against a door and doing all this stuff that was like, all right, this is good. Like I'm getting good experience and I'm making a little bit of I wasn't making any money, but like I had enough to like buy an engagement ring for my wife.
Amen.
And like,
Yeah,
do
amen.
that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
But I was just like, I'm still not where I want to be, like how am I any closer to like my dreams and goals right now than, you know what I mean? So I was like, let's do it. Let's just start putting stuff out there. And Ben was definitely a big part of that.
Yeah.
Me and Ben started doing work together in 2017.
Yeah. Espresso Fam, right?
Espresso Fam. That was the first. Yeah. We started doing videos and sketches together and just we were just two media guys that were like trying to make our way through, and trying to find an audience and a niche that would make it to where we stood out a little bit because, sports media or just media in general, like there's so many people who want to be in that industry. Right. And so we started doing that. We're like, all right, well, if people don't want to like listen to us talk about sports, plus we just didn't really want to do that. Like we wanted to make fun of stuff and have fun.
Right.
So we started doing that. And then in 2019, I started like, because it was pretty interesting. And especially now we come full circle. I just thought about it like in 2019, me and Ben have been doing stuff together every week for 2 years. And then like he started doing stand up and we'd be doing a bunch of open mics. And then he went to Los Angeles to test out that scene for like 2 or 3 months or something. So it was like, he's doing that on his own. Now I'm here. Like, what am I going to do? So then from that, I started putting out different impressions because I did that shit when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And my parents were always like, you should do some of those. Like, they're good. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I don't know.
Right.
And finally I was like, fuck it. I'm like, let's do it.
Yeah.
And that started kind of breaking me through a little bit. And then the Saban one on Thanksgiving is the first one that like,
It's a good fucking impression.
Thanks. I'd say on the first day I put it out, I had like 1,100 followers. And then by the end of Thanksgiving that year, I had like 15,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
And at the time, I mean,
It just takes one, baby.
it just takes one. And at
It
the
just
time,
takes
I
one.
was like, oh, fuck yeah, I made it. I'm like, I'm going to go into my boss and be like, look here, motherfucker.
I
got
quit.
15,000 followers.
Yeah.
Put me on the radio.
Yeah.
Instead, it turned into the Jonah Hill off you people, that scene. Did you watch
I
that
haven't watched
one?
that. I heard weird things about it.
I did
is
too.
Weird.
I did too.
It is weird.
Explain.
Well, it's just one of those things in the scene, though. He comes home to his fiance and he's like, yeah, I told that motherfucker off. And in the actual scene, he's like, hey,
right, yeah.
I think I'm going to go a different direction.
Yeah.
Sure. But yeah, from there, I mean, and then it was just like, okay, I've got more of an audience now. Now it's about keeping them there.
Yeah.
Right? Now it's about growing. And a lot of people would ask me that. And I think people who didn't know me were always just like, oh, how are you going to keep up with this Saban thing that, took you to there? And it's like, I got stuff. I've been doing this for a while. This is all I've ever wanted to do. Now that you're here, now it's my playground.
Yeah.
And I've had a lot of fun the last few years. Yeah.
Who's your favorite to do?
It changes a lot. I tell people, I have fun doing them all, but there's certain things about each one that I look forward to the most.
Yeah.
Right. Like, with Saban to start, like that one's fun getting in his headspace and just being pissed off about everything. It almost works as like a form of therapy. Like if I'm stressed out about something, I'm like, man, I'll just go rip a Saban because then I can release all of that into him, and that makes that character better, right?
Please raise Frankie and the Saban. Like any birds and bees,
Right?
Saban talk.
Jimmy Fallon, it's on the opposite end. It's so funny, just like making fun of how much he laughs at everything and how he's just, everything is so amazing and we love everybody. And, the Stern one I've been doing recently, like that's fun getting into his mind and mode of like how he interviews people.
Yeah.
And how that process would look like. So really more so with the Stern, it's about who he's interviewing more so than him. Because I put Andrew Luck or Patrick Mahomes or the Mandalorian in my most recent one with him. It's like, these aren't people that he's going to interview really.
Right.
And so it's like, how would that look, So there's stuff I like about each one of them. Really.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you talk to Riley and if she's pissed off at you? Is there an impression that you do to bring her back around?
No, but what's funny is that apparently I start like kind of like slipping into them without even realizing.
Oh,
we get that.
We know. We
Yeah.
are notorious for Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Exactly. I've heard a little bit of that. Yeah.
I think you have.
But
I don't remember Saturday, so I do not take any responsibility for anything I
Nah.
said or did.
nah, it was loud. It was, packed. So no worries. But yeah, sometimes she'll be like, "You're giving me a little Mel Kiper right now." And I'm like, "Oh,
Oh,
man,
God,
I
not
am,
Mel.
right." Yeah.
Jesus.
She's like, "That kind of sounded cowherdish." I'm like, "Ah, damn. Sorry, I'm not. I didn't mean to."
Let's reel it in a little bit here, honey. It's gonna
Right.
be okay.
Yeah,
It's gonna be okay.
right.
I'm here. Joey's here, baby.
Certainly never do it during an argument, though. I know better.
I don't know. You might try it out.
That's true. Yeah, why not? Been married almost 4 years. We kind of get into that. So,
Mm.
yeah,
I've been married almost 9. You would be shocked what will pull you out of a fight.
that's a good call.
Just saying.
Wow, 9. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's a long time. 10 years coming up. Is it? When is it?
So we just had 9 years this past month, and we've been together for 12.
Man, high school sweethearts.
Oh, God, no.
No,
He's
her husband is old as fuck.
old as
So.
fuck. Yeah. I only married him for his money.
Oh, that's
Literally.
you should first marry for money and then for love.
Well, yeah, if there's anything I can tell our listeners, it's love doesn't matter.
No, I did it backwards. I married for love, and now I just say I'm just literally trying to get on a will.
Love doesn't
That's it.
last.
No, I'm. If you have a dad that's
Get on
trying
a
to
will.
kick the bucket, holler at me.
Yes.
Holler at me because I'm
Yes.
just trying to get a little scribble. I don't even need
Yeah.
millions, just 100K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100K.
Because then you can put it in the market.
Exactly.
And then
We're
let that
investing, and
go.
then bam, bada bing, bada boom.
Who knows
you
what
know?
the market will do,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
I love when people,
Yeah.
people talk about
Crypto? Do you have crypto?
Bitcoin, whatever.
What's your portfolio looking like? I know a guy.
I'm 60% in stocks, 40% in bonds. What's good?
that. There's a little Wolf of Wall Street coming out.
Yeah,
there.
you know.
Little-
Oh God, Leo.
yeah.
Those Quaaludes, if we could only.
It's on the bucket list.
If we could only. We'll find them somewhere. They're somewhere around.
Leo
here.
or the Quaaludes?
The Quaaludes. baby.
Quaaludes.
Got it.
Well,
Got it.
Leo only dates
We're
like
too
what,
old
25
for
and
Leo.
younger.
I was
Yeah,
about to
yeah.
say
We're
way.
we're
Our
past-
daughters, though, maybe.
Maybe.
Ooh,
We
They're
can put 'em
9.
on.
Yeah.
there you go.
As soon as they turn 17, baby, you're in. You
Yeah.
got at least, 8 years with them?
17. Yeah.
If you're 17, he only dates 25. So we're going to get them on the will.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it's 25 and younger though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They
Yeah.
start dating him at 17. Then we got a good 6, however, do the fucking math.
I don't know.
17
yeah.
to 8 years. We got a good 8 years with them. I mean, and if we build them the way that we're built with the personalities, they're in there. Like
The
fucking
Richmond-
swimwear.
The Richmond public school system.
Well, I didn't go to Richmond. I went to a surrounding city, Fountain City, Indiana, Northeastern Nights.
How does Leo DiCaprio? He doesn't have any kids, does he?
I don't think so. He's not a
Not
Nick
that
Cannon.
he claims.
Not that he
No,
claims.
Nick Cannon with
No.
however many, 10,
Interesting.
11.
I think he's at least up to 25.
Really?
I think he has like 11 baby mamas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
a rough one,
Nick's
bro.
got a problem. Yeah, that's a lot
Yeah.
going on.
Wilding out ain't getting you far with that because he wilded outed
Mhm.
on that
Yes,
shit.
he is.
It was just boom,
Yes,
boom, boom,
he
boom,
is.
shooting up the place.
Mm. So, sports and women, does your wife watch sports? Does she follow it?
Yes and no. She knows enough to have a conversation with me about it. She doesn't love it. She loves my love of it. And she appreciates that. So she'll go to a Steelers game with me. She loves
yeah.
to go to the game.
Anybody will go to a live game.
I also need to know where the fucking
where'd that
Steeler
come
thing
from?
came from. Like, God, seriously, fuck the Steelers.
Yeah.
And fuck Nick Harper's wife. I'm putting that on fucking record.
Okay. That's
Oh
fine.
Lord,
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
knows it was the year.
that's fine. I don't
This is what
follow
they
the
want.
Steelers because hey,
It
go
was
Pack, go baby.
Nick Harper
Oh,
was.
Packers? Nice.
Yeah.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Nick Harper was a cornerback for the Colts.
Yeah. Well,
His wife had stabbed him in the thigh.
Oh,
And
we don't have to go down that
Should've
way.
been
How did
fine.
you become
shouldn't have been
Steelers?
playing. My dad grew up in Indy, and the Colts didn't come here till '84,
That's true.
and he just took to the Steelers, and he was
Stuck.
already a teenager by the time the Colts came here, and he was like,
Right.
Colts suck
Yeah,
because they did back in the '80s. They
They
still
do now
kind of
too.
do.
Yeah.
they do fucking suck. Yeah.
And so he's
Worst
like,
team in
yeah,
the league.
Steelers. So then he just stuck with it, and now it's a family thing. But my wife, she loves my love of it and appreciates that. But like my mom and my sister are the biggest football fans. I mean, they love it.
Yeah.
So,
do you still bond with them over it? Like,
oh yeah, it's I call it the Church of the Steelers during the fall. We we trade in our going to church, going to mass, and then on Sunday we just have a full day of we have the pregame meal, and then we all get together and watch the Steelers together, and then we either have depression food if they lose or celebration food if they win.
so
carbs if they lose and liquor if they win, basically.
or either. I think that goes both ways.
It's gone both ways
You're
before,
right,
for sure.
You're right.
Usually the depression meal will either be Culver's or Steak and Shake.
Okay.
And then the victory meal, I mean, really everything. If they win, everything's a victory meal, right?
Yeah.
But then, if it's a big enough win or like a, one of those that's like really on the edge of your seat, and then they pull it through, you'll pop open maybe a little bourbon, maybe a little brewski, and take the edge off while celebrating.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
We did actually the same thing in my house. So my mom was superstitious about it, though.
Oh yeah,
So-
superstition comes in.
We had to wear the same clothes.
Nice.
We didn't go to church. We all gathered around. We watched Peyton on Sundays.
Mhm.
She had her MP3 player. We had satellite growing up, so she had Bod Lamey.
Oh my God! Wow, the radio set, nice.
Oh, and so I couldn't even look at this bitch in her face. Sorry, Mama. Because she would know. Satellite's delayed. So she would know what would happen actually before we would see it.
Yep.
So it was a big deal, though.
It's like all the the CYO dads at the CYO football games in the fall. They would be rocking those giant yellow headphones just because they'd be at their son's game, but they'd have the Peyton Manning jersey tucked in or Dallas Clark jersey tucked in, watching St. Barnabas play St. Mark and listening to the Colts game. Yep,
Literally.
for sure. Core memories right there.
Yeah.
They are.
Speaking of CYO, I went to a public school. I'm from Richmond. The kickball fucking it's big time. Like it is,
I played in a kickball tournament, and it's fucking scary.
dude.
I mean, I played soccer since I was 5 years old. I knew I was cut out for it, and I still was terrified.
Listen, if you're not going to city, get the fuck out. Basically,
Yeah,
like
they're firing coaches.
Literally,
Yeah.
literally. Like it's
big deal.
yeah.
And the fact that, like you said, like it's not really a thing other places.
But it is a huge
The
thing. It's
in
the thing.
CYO.
Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt. I remember, we went to like high school or even college, and we'd be talking to different kids who didn't have that same experience.
They're
growing
like,
up,
where do
and
we
they're
sign up for the kickball team?
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They're like, yeah, kickball. Like it's,
Yeah.
it's a big deal. Mrs. Gillum's, fucking 78 team went back to back.
Oh
Right?
my god! Shout
Absolutely,
out to the
baby.
78
Absolutely.
kickball
You
team.
went- Where'd
Megan
you go?
Wood had the absolute cannon for a leg, dude.
Yeah.
We were sitting out in left field
I
waiting
went.
for
My
the
best
bomb
friend.
onto us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, I remember. I was sat in for my girlfriend. She had gone to the cathedral, and like there was a chick in front of me that like woofed it, and I thought they were going to burn her. Honest, like it was terrifying. So shout out to you guys.
Yeah. No,
Even
it's-
more
Hey, I
reason.
keep the books, baby.
It's another it's another testament to my Catholic school experience. The fact that I, still remember those. I don't celebrate them like I'm joking about. But I remember going to those games.
Mhm.
It was a big deal.
It is.
Mhm.
I will celebrate anything that will actually fucking celebrate winning. Because, anything that's a public sport, a youth league. I grew up in Franklin Township, and every kid gets a fucking trophy.
It's like living in Michigan, baby.
One
You
of
get a
those.
trophy. You get a trophy.
No, we went undefeated.
Yeah. My trophy should be bigger. And
I
it should
mean-
be the only one.
Thank you. I'm sorry. That's not how it works in the real world,
Yeah.
So, I'm
It's
not
tough.
into it.
It's tough. Yeah.
So, is the Nick Saban impression kind of rolling back to it? Is that what got you started at Barstool?
No, because from that point, right? Again, I didn't just like keep going back to that, or like then I kept expanding what I did, So
when did they reach out?
They reached out right about this time. Yeah, it was like February of 2020 when the combine was in town,
Okay.
like it is right now. I opened Instagram one day while I was at work, and Dave Portnoy followed me.
The
And
press.
I was like,
Baby.
huh, okay. And then
You weren't like, huh, okay. You were like, holy fucking shit, babe.
Yeah,
Press just followed me.
yeah.
Don't play games.
No, I mean, I was. Yeah, I mean,
You were excited.
yeah, I was like, okay, this is, but who knows? Like, I don't know,
Right.
this doesn't mean anything. Like, it's cool, but
And then he slid into your DMs.
no. Then actually, Big Cat did. Big Cat messaged me on Twitter and was like, "Hey man, I've been following your stuff. Me and Dave were talking. Like, would love to meet up with you. You're in Indy, right? We're here for the combine. Like, would love to meet up and just kind of like talk about what's going on." And I'm like, at that point, I was like, okay, pretty good idea that like they're gonna want to at least talk about something, bringing me on for something. So I went and met up with Big Cat and PFT and Hank and did a little video with them, and they were great. And when I was leaving, me and Big Cat exchanged info, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'll send this to Dave. You'll probably hear from him soon." I was like, "Okay." And then later that night, I got a text and was on the phone with Dave.
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit.
That's what's up. That's exciting.
Yeah, and so we talked, and he was like, "Hey, been seeing your stuff, like impressed with what you've done, like think you're funny, think you're talented, all this." And I was like, "Wow, that's cool." And he was like, "Yeah, would love to bring you out to New York and have you see the office and meet everybody and meet with you." And I was like, "Yeah, I can bring my wife." He's like, "Absolutely."
Oh my god.
So then the next week, me and Rye were on our way to New York and spent 3 days there. And first day was just kind of meeting everybody, seeing everything, meeting Erica. And then by the third day when we were leaving, Erica and Dave offered me the job.
Fuck yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And then the next week, the NBA shut down and COVID hit the world.
I thought for sure
Mhm.
you were going to say that's when I finally quit my fucking job.
Yeah.
No, that's a weird story too. So they offered me. So I'm in New York and I'm like negotiating with my current job that I was at the time.
Which was?
While I worked for 107.5 The Fan.
Oh, okay.
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 Probably. Okay.
Yeah. And
Fuck off, Krista.
no. And so I was doing that, and like it was trying to be like, hey, they want me to move to New York. Like, I don't know if I want to do that, blah, blah, blah. And,
Oh, they wanted you to move to New York. Holy shit.
well, yes and no. That was one of the first questions that I asked Dave when we were on the phone. I was like, would this mean I have to move to New York? He's like, we're flexible. If you want to stay in Indy, I understand, but like, just know that like it's harder to get in the mix, and sometimes you can kind of get left out and everything. And I was like, yeah, all right.
Did
Where
guys-
you would have been, would you have been like up and ready to, was it your wife that was kind of like, or was it because you have your whole life here, your family? If it would have just been you, would you have just picked up and been like, fuck yeah, let's go?
Definitely, Rye was ready to go.
Okay.
And it
Great.
wasn't, and I was a little hesitant just because like, yeah, all my friends are here.
Right.
My family's here. I'm a pretty anxiety riddled guy, especially at the time. And I was like, man, moving from Indy and everything I know to New York City,
Mm-hmm.
that screams panic attack every day.
Yeah.
Had you been in New York before?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
But then surprisingly, when I went out there, I felt very comfortable.
Okay.
Like I felt like I liked the energy. Everybody talks about it. I like the energy of the city, and I
Felt just
liked
like
it. It felt
downtown
good.
Indy?
Felt good. Not at all. Not at all. But at the same time, I wasn't like overwhelmed. It was just like, I mean, this is different. This is New York, but it was fun. But yeah, so took the job and come back, and I told my place I was leaving, and then I started working with Barstool, and then literally my first day officially on the job was the day that the entire world shut down.
Mm.
Oh, God damn.
Yeah. So from there, we were back and forth, like, maybe we'll still go to New York. I don't know. We'll see. Like, are we looking at places? Are we not? And I signed a 2-year deal. And so it was like, I wasn't ready to uproot everything and go there. And with the pandemic, I mean, a lot of people, not a lot, but I don't know, like, people will still say that, like, yeah, we're in the middle of it. I don't know what it is. But at that time in 2020, 2021, it was like, you're going to move to New York in a pandemic.
Right. I get that 100%.
We wanted to have a family, and we wanted to get a dog, you know what I mean? And all those things just weren't
Sorry,
lending itself
Prez.
to New York.
We're really looking at this Cocker Spaniel over here, and it's just
No, golden doodle.
Yeah. Chocolate Lab it ended up being.
Oh,
Yeah. Happy. His name's Happy.
Oh.
Like Happy Gilmore.
I love that.
You
Yeah.
better quit it. You will go to sleep, or I will put you to sleep.
Right.
My
yeah.
husband's Jewish, so we love Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think even
I would marry him
definitely
right now.
non-Jewish people love Adam Sandler.
Do they?
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I think everybody does.
Yeah, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Christian and I love him.
It's good.
That's good.
Hard not to.
It is indeed.
Yeah.
So
Speaking of labs, I just had to put my baby down on Sunday.
Oh, no.
Not to bring some sad news to
I'm sorry. How old?
5.
Oh, no.
He had cancer. It was terrible.
Oh, my God.
Rogan was his name.
After
After Joe
Joe.
Rogan.
I'm so sorry.
It was harder on my daughter than it was on me.
I
God
bet.
love her.
Happy just turned 2 in December. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Dude
no.
sleeps with me every night. He goes
Oh,
everywhere.
literally. I don't even want to pick his hair off of me right now.
Well, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
So does the baby sleep with you guys too in
Yeah.
the room?
Yeah.
Or in the bed?
Started off just in the room, and then it's just already gone to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you, Riley,
Uh-huh.
Frankie,
Uh-huh.
and Happy.
I love it.
That's fucking awesome.
It is.
Some people are going to be like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Joey Mulinaro co-sleeps with his baby. We love co-sleeping.
I mean, here's
That's how I breastfed most of my
Literally.
kids.
I don't get
Tit
me
out.
wrong. I know there are, you got to be cautious, but like,
he's over 6 months. He's good.
exactly. And you
Everybody
got to
just-
put him on the titty.
like
On
just
the
worry about
boobie.
your own fucking kids.
Exactly.
Not you guys. Like
No.
everybody online, everybody
sure.
wants, like, you know what, if it doesn't work for you and your kid, then fucking good. All right. But like this is what works for me
Yep.
and my kid. All right. So just shut the fuck up and get off Twitter.
I'm glad you're there at 6 months, Joey, because it takes a while sometimes to
Especially
not
with the
listen
first
to-
kid.
Yeah.
I just like I don't understand why people care. Like I care about taking care of Frankie.
yeah.
I care about making sure he's safe, he's healthy, he's provided for, he's being, brought up in a world to be a good person. Not that I don't care about your kid over there,
We
but
get it.
like I don't need to know or care about how you're doing, what the fuck you're doing with them.
I completely 100% agree.
So
Have you had any fucking psychos online?
No,
That's
no.
good.
I mean,
It's
I
because
don't-
he's the father. He's
That's
not the
true.
mother.
Yeah, I'm not
That's
the mother,
why.
and and I don't we don't put Frankie out there a lot.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people who do share their kids, and to be honest, like I love seeing people's babies and being happy with their kids and everything. Just for me and for Riley, like I was like, I don't want to.
That's true. We
Yeah.
did just see a picture for the first time.
Yeah, like I don't.
Looks
You
just
know, when
like
he
his
was
mom.
when he yeah.
He's cute as shit.
Thank
He's
you.
cute.
Honestly,
as
those
shit.
cheeks, I just want to.
I know.
Yeah.
He's wearing like we're going to Disney World next week, and we got him little sunglasses, and he's wearing the sunglasses.
Oh God! Do
Yeah.
are you guys like frequent Disney Worlders, or
No,
you're not doing it for Frankie, are you?
no,
Okay, good.
Because he's not gonna fucking remember that.
no, yeah, I know.
And it is more expensive than Europe.
Yeah, we went there for our honeymoon.
Oh, so
shit.
you're Disney lovers.
Yeah,
I
you
love
are.
that. We're
we
Disney
love Disney.
lovers.
My wife is big Disney, loves it, and
Her favorite film,
That's a good question.
favorite princess. Are you fucking kidding me?
Favorite princess,
Bro.
Joey.
Bro.
Joey.
I don't know.
Oh.
She doesn't. But here's the thing about
Maybe she likes them all.
Here's the thing about my wife is she'll be the first to tell you she's not like a favorites person.
Oh.
Does she
And
have
that's
dark
why-
hair? Does she have dark hair?
Yeah.
So she's a Pocahontas, a Mulan,
She does like Mulan.
a
She likes
Jasmine. She's a dark hair. I mean, I was blonde growing up. Cinderella,
Yeah.
number one.
Mulan's not
You
her
relate.
favorite, but she
You
likes
relate.
that movie.
Ariel.
See, that's what I'm saying. Her favorite princess has got to have dark hair. Growing up, that's just what you relate to what you.
When
Right.
was she born? 97?
96.
Yeah, Mulan, for sure.
So,
Who
but she'll be the
is
first one
that?
to tell you that she's not. And so it's like that's why marrying me is, it's still an adjustment for her because like when I love something, I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, how'd you take that Purdue loss the other day?
I left the party early. 'cause
Did
I
you?
was like-
So did we.
Yeah.
But we don't remember.
I was like, it just sucked. But yeah, I mean, so when I get into something, when I have a favorite of something, it's my fucking favorite and I love it. I get it tattooed on my arm for God's sake.
Oh lordy.
So
One
did
of
she
them.
ever pull the whole, it's just a fucking sports team?
Yeah, she has. Definitely.
Yeah.
She has. We've when she first was around, she did that more often because I was even crazier about it back then. But we've grown to a middle part to where I'm like, I'll get upset or I'll get kind of worked up, but like I'm not gonna let it affect me that much. But then also she like has learned that it's like, okay, he might like get upset and be like, hey, go fuck yourself, John Harbaugh, you fucking cuck. and then like I'll get it out and then it'll be fine.
Right.
Right.
Did
That's
you guys go to therapy over that?
No, we weren't. But like,
What
when
did
she
you go to
first-
therapy
when
for?
She first was around. Oh, sorry. And was like when we were engaged, and that was her first football season of like we were engaged, so we were living together. We were always, with each other. It's not like when you're dating when it's like, hey, I'm gonna go to my parents and watch the Steelers.
Right.
You do your thing. It's
Right.
like, she comes over, and so that was her first like, what world is this?
Yeah.
Like I did not grow up like this.
Yeah.
Like for her family, it's like they say they're football fans, but they're like, oh, the Colts are playing.
Right. We
Oh.
might turn in. We might not.
What are they doing? All right,
Yeah.
on to the next thing. And for me and for my family, and I guess we definitely probably are more the free, the different ones in the scenario. But
I
it's
don't
like,
know a family other than that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if
And
the-
that's Brittany and I's huge thing. That's why we're curious to know how knowing sport as a woman
Yeah.
in a relationship with a man who loves sports as well.
Yeah.
That's our big thing. Like how does it like pros and cons? If you're a woman who loves sports and knows sports.
What do you talk to her dad about?
Yeah.
I mean, her her parents got divorced when she was very young, so she's had a stepdad in her life for as long as she can remember, and then her dad is also like just been her dad. But her biological dad is way more of a Colts fan, football fan. But then her stepdad is like really into racing, like motorsports.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like we bond over IndyCar and
Yeah.
NASCAR and like cigars and stuff like that. So, right. And you know what I mean? Like, again, it's like you grow up in these ways and like, that's all I ever knew growing up, but then you forget to realize that, all these other people grow up in different ways. And like, that's just how she grew up. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
That's the household that she grew up in. So I think we've done a nice job of coming to the middle on, the football fandom. Yeah.
How long did you guys live together before you got married?
A sin in the Catholic
Right.
Church.
Just a year. She graduated from Purdue in 2018, May or April or whatever of 2018, and then we got engaged March 2018. She graduated May of 2018, moved in with me. We got married September 2019.
Nice.
So a little over a year.
Yeah.
Actually, I mean, I'm so for that. I think
Yeah.
that anyone that does that is dumb because you just don't know anyone. But also, I heard a statistic that like 80% of people that live together before they're married get divorced.
What?
I know. I thought it'd be the other way around, but it's not.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm shocked by that.
Me
everybody
too.
has their different scenarios. Like, it just made sense for us. Like, she wasn't going to move back in with her dad just because it's like he's a single guy kind of living on his own, just doing his own thing. And then, she just didn't want to move in with her mom.
So she was homeless.
So she,
You said, "Come home to daddy.
Oh,
Come home to daddy. I'm gonna
yeah.
tell you how to live over here, girl."
Me and my $24,000 salary at the the radio station.
So did you have roommates when she moved in with you, or was
did.
yeah?
Just one who ended up being the best man at our wedding.
Oh, okay. Love that.
Nice.
Yep.
Love that.
So it was fun.
Does she
fun
like
little
him?
year. Yeah. Oh yeah. loves him. I'm lucky. All my friends love her, and she loves all my friends, really. So it's a good dynamic,
That is nice.
thankfully.
Yeah. So, do you feel like she's like your mom? Do men marry their moms?
That's a huge question. Yeah.
Really think about this. I will find your mom on social media.
We'll have her on the next fucking episode.
Absolutely.
My mom is a hoot, man. She's the most unintentionally funny person I've ever been.
I love that.
Me
You
too.
said you're a mama's boy, like
Big time.
tried and true.
Big time. Yeah. But no, I don't think I married my mom. Not because I wasn't looking for that, because I love my mom so much and I'm a mama's boy. But, and I hear that's like an ick or a red flag. I don't really give a fuck. That's just me, and I'm proud of it. Wear it on my sleeve.
Literally, do we have a tattoo of your mom on
Your mom's
arm?
name?
I should be careful saying that because I have half a sleeve, but no, it's not. I don't literally
Okay.
have that.
Okay.
It's on his booty.
I have my mom's fucking.
My brother has my mom's name. Josh has his mom's name.
Bro, on the back of my arm, I have my mom's fucking handwriting.
There
And
you
it
go.
says, I love you, mom.
There you
So,
go.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I didn't marry my mom. My mom and my wife are two very different people, but it's great.
Do they get
because-
along?
Oh, they do. Very, very much. They
Was-
do.
Even
did
before
that come
the baby?
before the baby?
Yeah. Oh yeah, even before the baby. My mom, she thankfully, God love her. She is one of those that she just absolutely said, whoever I got two younger sisters, and my younger sister is married to a guy who went to Ron Colley as well. But
Oh, God, did you know him?
yeah, he's 3 years. I mean, they're 3 years younger than me.
He's a
so,
good guy?
great guy. Yeah, he's like a brother to me. Literally. But yeah, they're not anything alike. But my mom was just like, hey, whoever you guys bring home, like, obviously they kind of try to weed out some, right? Like they wanted to
yeah.
approve of the person,
Yeah.
but they're like, we don't care. You know what I mean? They embrace and they love their kids' spouses like their own.
Yeah.
They
You
really
think
do.
you're your mom's favorite?
My sisters will tell you I am. No,
Just as I will tell you that my little brother is my mom's favorite. He's the only boy.
well, see, that's the
Always.
thing is that like
Bro.
it's not. I think I look at it like equity more of like, well, yeah, like whatever that graphic is, or that's like the kids behind the fence, and like one kid has like a higher pedestal and the other has a higher one. Or,
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
forget
you
what
can
it is.
say that because you're the fucking favorite, Joey.
no
You can
shit.
fucking
Nah,
say
I
that
just-
because
I
you're the
think
favorite.
One,
We're
I'm-
all the same. Everybody love everybody.
no, one
Came
I'm the
straight from
oldest.
his mom's mouth. That's exactly what it said.
One, I'm the oldest, and two, I'm the only boy. So naturally,
You're the favorite.
no, naturally, that is going to lend a different type of relationship with your mother
Agreed.
than another kid, right? So, I mean, nah.
So-
My
so-
mom spoils the shit out of my youngest sister. She does, like, she is all pro mom to everybody. We just each have different relationships with her, and I'm a mama's boy. So
So
it
your
seems
middle
that way.
sister's fucked. I
Yeah,
wanna know.
literally.
Yeah.
You can
No.
slice it and dice it however you want, Joey. It's
My
fine.
middle sister is my dad's favorite. So
Oh, there we go.
Ooh,
There,
and it's
that's
all
where
coming out.
it's
Mhm.
first girl,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
Like she was attached to him when she was a little girl, little kid, and everything, and so she is the favorite of my dad.
Which
Now the
one's your
baby-
favorite sister?
I love them both in different ways.
I'm so glad he said different way. I thought he was going to say I love them both the same.
Yeah, that is true.
That's
No.
true though. I'm the oldest, and I have different. Piper. I have a 12-year-old sister. Well, she'll be 12 in May, so that's a
full blood.
half.
Oh, okay.
So, but my brother's 24, 25. So we have a younger. I have the middle brother, and obviously, because of their ages, I have different relationships with them. Piper's my baby, obviously, but before Piper, when it was just Alec, I spoiled the fuck out of him. So I'm glad. Honestly, it's nice because I had an opportunity to spoil both of them
Nice.
as an older sister,
Yeah.
and then I actually have a 5-year-old sister too,
Whoa.
from on my dad's side. Yeah,
Look
so
at you.
and I get to spoil her too. So it's
Her
nice.
mom was 16 when she had Krista.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was.
That's-
So here's the thing. I'm closer in age to my mother than I am my youngest sibling.
Yeah. I mean that. So my dad's the oldest of 6. he's right in the middle. So my grandma was 18 when she had him. My dad was 18 when she had his youngest brother, Tony.
Yeah.
So
My mom called me at IUPUI freshman year. Said she was pregnant. I was like, you've got to be fucking shitting me, mother.
come on, Ma.
God.
6 months later, you called her. Hey, Mom, I'm
No.
pregnant.
No. I was only 18. I beat teen pregnancy by a fucking smidge. By May, June, by 2 months. I
Were
was
you a
20.
teenager when you got pregnant?
I was 22.
Oh, see, it wasn't that was a, yeah, I'll never forget when I turned 20. And then when I was 21, I was like, wow, I did it.
Yeah.
I wasn't a dad,
Yeah.
Made it out.
you know? Because I don't know why that was such a
It was. In our
fear.
generation, that
It
was a
like
huge thing.
the teen mom and
Yeah,
all
for
this
sure.
shit. And
Because of MTV, bro.
MTV,
Teen mom made it a huge
Catholic
thing.
school, it's like if
Nah.
you are a teen parent, you're fucked. And I
Yeah.
was like, wow.
Yeah.
Not that I was not happy.
Instead, I'm going to move in with my girlfriend
Oh,
before
no,
I'm married.
You
Did you wait till
say it-
marriage?
Did you wait till marriage?
No. But what I'm saying is that like
Yeah.
I feel like people say that, but especially me, I was just like, as if like when I was 17, you know, you're just
Yeah.
nah, it wasn't that way.
Well, and as
Like,
long as you go and confess.
what was I afraid of when it wasn't even happening anyways?
Yeah.
So
You have sex, you will get chlamydia
And die.
yeah, that's a
What was that from? John Tucker Must Die? Or
Mean Girls.
Oh, it was Mean Girl. Sorry.
Thank you, Joey.
I'm glad somebody had your back. I mean,
classic.
don't get
October
me wrong.
3rd. It's my dad's birthday, and
October
also
3rd.
it's Mean Girls Day. Yep.
Means Girls.
Mean Girls.
That's what it is for me.
Well, the limit does not exist. Catty Heron. You dumb whore. Just kidding. Love Lindsay Lohan even after she
Katie,
fucking lost
you
it.
are terrible.
I like to say Catty because that's what they called her.
Just like when it's not compilation. What is it?
Compilation.
I say compilation. I know it's compilation. Also, I say
Wait, no, I thought it
tiramisu.
was compilation.
It is. She
I say
calls it.
compilation. Sorry. And I also say, I know it's tiramisu. I like to say tiramisu. I don't know.
It's
You know,
tiramisu, not tiramisu.
I
Yes.
say tiramisu.
She says it. Tiramisu.
Did I say? Listen, I'm 2 high noons and a glass of wine in. Give me a break on the pronunciations.
That's Richmond.
Rich
That is
what?
Richmond. Mm-hmm.
Coach Carter.
Yeah. Not where they filmed it, right?
Knightstown, not
Chefs.
far off. Oh wait, no, that's not. That's Hoosiers. I mean, either way, go Hoosiers.
Right? Joey, thank you so much for coming and being out here today. We had a good time.
It was, yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me. Love the setup. I appreciate, told my wife, I was like, Britt, as always, I'm sorry, I'm not so sure about
That's
you,
okay.
but
That's
Britt,
how I
Britt has
like you.
always followed espresso and follow along with what me and Ben do, even when we were just fucking idiots. Which
I
we
have a
still
317. I have
Bro.
a 317 red hat,
Yeah,
bro.
you do.
Listen,
Yeah, it's been
I've
around,
been
so.
in Ben's DMs since 2020.
Yeah, who
Even
has?
when
Honestly.
he didn't have hair.
When he didn't have hair, I'm like, holler at
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Holler at me,
Yeah.
baby.
Who
you know,
isn't? But no, I appreciate it, and yeah, good luck with all this.
we appreciate
Thanks.
it. Thanks for coming on.
We appreciate it. Cheers.
I have to piss so bad.
Me too.
Every time I do a show, yeah.